be able to outrun this thing with my stubby little legs! Let's see what I got in here. Pudding means no. A skeleton key? Not today. Whatever this is, no. Maybe this? I don't remember what this thing is. Hopefully it does something. Hasta la vista, hombre. Enjoy your present. Okay, I lost the sick. Uh-oh, I know that sound. That's a jiggle nest, and where there's baby jiggles, there's gotta be... a grumble! Oye, let go of me, dude! I'm not gonna hurt your babies! I'm chill, hombre! Oye, we are both monsters! Can we all just get along? I guess that's enough. One of these. This worked last time. Let's see if you can handle it. You may be bigger than me, but you're not matched for my weapons. Now I'm getting out of here. Empty. Maybe I can make it back to Jeff's, show him all the loot I pick it up, and get a pretty penny for it. It's okay. I'm small, I'm dainty, I'm graceful. I can just sneak past. Huh? Babies? Should I get my mouth shut? That bomb! It's turned you all into babies!
Dada!
Dada? No way! I'm not ready for that kind of responsibility. Look, I don't want any trouble. I guess when you're all tiny and not threatening like this, you're kinda cute, right, buddy? Okay. Wait, the flood! It could destroy the whole mine! Without fully grown seek, there's no way to stop it! The jiggles, they're going crazy! Figure is the strongest of them all, and the only one that can keep the monsters in check. As much as I like you, little hombres, I gotta change you back. Huh? Oh no! I lost them! I have no clue where they could be! We are doomed! Oh, thank God! You're here! Where's everyone? I only look away for a second, I swear! I'm not cut out to be a father. This responsibility stuff ain't for me, dude. Up there? Sure is hot in here. That figure must be pretty tough. I always knew it was ferocious, but she is. I don't wanna get burned. I'd better take it slow. I can begin to imagine where the others are. Just hope they are safe. That must be Figure. Oye, little amigo, come here. I got you, hombre. Just hold on. Oye, you're coming with me, dude, and we're gonna find your brothers. And no more biting. Your baby teeth are like needles. Oh yeah, you were right last time. I got baby Figure. Can you show me where the others are? I just hope nothing too bad happened to them. Thanks, amiga. Appreciate. All right, where'd that baby Grumble get off to? Hey, you stay away from the baby! Wow, you know, in hindsight, that might have been a little extreme. You are okay, dude. I got you. Now you're staying in this nest until I'm back, okay? Keep each other safe for me, alright? Papa? Wait! It's way worse in here than I thought. If I don't find a way to drain all this goop, the whole mines are going to be flooded. Maybe Sid? Sid? Are you in here? I'll save you, hombre. Don't worry. And gotcha! Papa! Papa! All right, we need to find you something to stand on. Bingo! Here, just hold on tight and you'll be okay. I'll be back in just a... I'm alive? You saved me? Never thought that happened. But I never thought you would turn into baby either, so I guess it's just a weird day. Now, I got to change back everyone else. Oh no, they're no match for that many jiggles. I gotta turn them back to the normal selves right now! If I were you guys, I'd run. Yes! We did it! The floats are gone and everyone is back to their normal bodies. Bob is going to be so proud of me.
Come on! Run for it!
Oh god, it's right behind us!
After conquering the hotel, these brave adventurers thought their long nightmare was finally at an end. They were wrong.
It's stuck!
Try harder!
Huh? Jenny, look!
For inside the mines, there exists one creature far bigger and more terrifying than any other they have faced.
We're not out of this yet!
And this creature
What is that?
Got an earthquake?
has has a nest to protect.
Jenny, get out of there!
Ah!
Jenny!
No, get away, no!
And it was hungry. In the mines, visitors and snacks were few and far between for the Grumble.
Ah!
Oh my god. Jenny, I'm sorry.
Tommy, don't leave me! Tommy! No!
This adventurer learned that a tragic fate awaits for all those who enter the mines unprepared. But she was merely the appetizer.
No, Jenny, I'm so sorry. I have to make it out of here. For her.
A tip for surviving the mines. Follow the path. Don't stray. You never know what's lurking behind the next corner.
Huh? This doesn't look natural. I wonder if someone made this.
Or something.
Huh? Huh? What the? Get up! Get up! Disgusting little freak! Huh?
This adventurer had made the most grievous error of all. When in the mines, you shouldn't dare hurt a giggle. The wrath of a Grumble is sure to follow. Though it may seem like just a monster to us, it will protect its nest at all costs, no matter who comes knocking.
Jackpot! Not bad, not bad. Now, which way did the other guy go? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo!
El Goblino had made his way down into the mines as well, searching for loot. Little did he know, he was being watched.
And it's empty. Great. Huh? Someone here? Aha! Hola, you freaky little dudes. You like that, huh? Oh, you're kinda cute. Hey, man! What the heck are you? Let me go! I'll give you anything! You like Robux? Everybody likes Robux? Come on, man! We were just playing, see? They like it! They know El Goblino's a good guy!
Grumble knew not to trust any other monsters, but if the giggles like this El Goblino, maybe it can let him live.
So, these are your kids?
The Grumble's heart grew heavy as it recalled its own childhood. This Grumble used to be a giggle just like them. But one day when it was very young, it was left completely alone. Its mother mysteriously abandoned it with no warning and never came back. As a result, it had to fend for itself. Grumble was all alone in the world. Over time, though, its forced self-reliance caused it to grow stronger and stronger, until finally, it grew powerful enough to take control back into its own tentacles. And one by one, confident players fell into its jaws. Life was pretty simple for the Grumble. Then one day, everything changed. The Grumble heard a familiar cry and raced through the mines towards the sound. It was her. The mother there had left her so long ago. She was locked in a battle with the most dangerous entity of them all, Seek. Despite its fear, the Grumble knew it had to help. The Grumble ran to her, but it was too late. Before she died, however, she had something to show it. She hadn't abandoned Grumble after all. She had left to take care of another nest of giggles. Our Grumble had matured enough to strike out into the mines alone. But these ones were far too small to survive, especially against the likes of Seek. With the last of her strength, she entrusted their safety to our Grumble.
Oh yeah, you're doing a great job keeping the little ones safe, dude. Must be hard. They are so defenseless, but at least they have you.
What the? What's he doing here?
El Goblino shouted as the rage-filled Seek made its reappearance. The Grumble knew Seek had returned to finish what he started, and it wasn't about to let that happen.
Come on, guys! Vámonos! Come on! Does this thing have a turbo option? Ah! Let's go! We gotta get out of here.
I don't know where this goes yet, but it's gotta be better than here, right?
With El Goblino's help, Grumble and the Giggles made it out of the mines and up to the castle.
Wow, look at this place! Some fancy digs! I could get used to this.
No matter how hard they tried, Seek would always follow.
Run, little ones! Get in there! Hey, big guy! Get inside! I lock it out!
Huh? Where'd you going?
But El Goblino understood. The Grumble wanted its revenge too. Now that the Giggles were safe with someone else, he knew what it had to do.
Well, isn't this just perfect? Don't worry, player. You'll be all right. You'll be better than ever.
Huh? Wait, what the? Oh, thank God I'm alive. But... my head, it's killing me. Must have been the fall, or maybe I got a concussion, or...
Don't worry, player. You're fine. In fact, you're far beyond fine.
What? Who said that?
Can't you feel me? I'm in your brain, your blood, your DNA. And look.
Look? Look at what? It's all... What did you do to my arm?
It's my arm now. Or maybe our arm.
I recognize this. Seek? Is that you? Since when can you talk?
I can't talk, but we can communicate telepathically now. I'm inside you, player. We are one.
I don't want to be one with you. How do I get this thing off of me?
Watch it! So ungrateful.
I want you gone.
Believe me, player, you are not my first choice when it comes to hosts. You were just in the right place at the right time.
Lucky me.
But since you're so pressed, I know a way to separate us. It's all the way at the end of the floor. We can separate and be free, if you think you can make it.
I know I can make it, if I find the first door. Hey, you there! You look helpful. Do you want to show me the way? Yeah, the arm thing's not ideal, but don't worry about it. Lead us through the door and it won't be a problem anymore.
Just be warned, the more you connect with my powers, the more intertwined we become, and the harder it will be to separate.
I don't need your powers. I can survive all by myself.
We'll see about that. Right on time. Now would be a perfect example of when to use my powers. Shh. Work with me, and we can kill this thing.
You don't need to kill it. We just need to sneak by. doors are open. Now we just gotta...
You're right by it, player. Attack, now!
Look what you did! There's no closets or any place to hide here. I told you I'm not strong enough to take this thing on.
You aren't, but we are. Allow me to show you what we can do together.
What are you doing to me?
Shh! It won't be able to hear you like this. The goop will insulate you, blocking out any sound.
It's not working.
See? I saved you. You're welcome.
I guess I should thank you, Seek. I told you we didn't have to kill it.
This thing again? Pay it no mind, player.
Hey, relax. We made it through. Everything's fine. Why are you so... My peripheral vision!
Don't you love it? Your new Seek Eye will allow you to see more than ever before.
Is this what happens when I use your powers?
Aren't you happy? You're always running. You're stronger now. Why not fight?
Because that never works! A run-in with ambush is basically instant death. And I don't think you want that either. I gotta hide!
Fool! Coward! You'll never make it to the end at this rate, and I'll never be free of your pathetic body.
What's going on?
Sorry, player. I need to handle this one.
Zeke, I told you I didn't want to use your powers, but I gotta hand it to you. That was pretty smart.
We make a better team than you thought, player.
It's covering me!
We're becoming more one by the second.
I could get used to this. Don't look at me like that. Can't you see? Can't you see how powerful I am? Insolent little thing! Alright, Zeke. We got one more boss.
Let's do this.
Maybe I shouldn't have gotten rid of that light.
We don't need that useless little firefly. Look.
Well, that helps.
Player, this time you must... You must...
I must fight!
Yes! Kill it. Player, I'm so proud.
I am too. I'm finally strong enough. I'm the strongest being in these mines.
We are the strongest being in these mines.
You know, we made a pretty great team. Maybe we should stay pals when we separate. How does that sound?
You fool. You thought I was going to make you this strong and then let you go?
You're not? This whole thing was your idea in the first place.
It was my plan all along, and you fell for it. Without me, you're a simpleton and a coward.
That's not true!
You need me, player. You need me to survive.
No, I don't!
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
You'll never control me! I'll never be evil like you!
Just watch.
You came back! I'm sorry. You tried to warn me and I wouldn't listen. You have to help me now. For everyone's sake. A crucifix! This is gonna hurt. But I have to do what I have to do.
You! How could you do this? Do you know how big of a mistake you're making?
It's no mistake. You may have made me stronger, but I'm not gonna let you turn me evil.
I'll get you again! I'll get you! Ah! No, wait!
Sorry, Seek, but I'm flushing you down.
You'll pay! You are weak! I will destroy you!
Ah! That's it! The next floor! I'm gonna make it! Wait, this isn't the next floor. It looks like a library. Does that mean I'm still... Ah!
It is time for your demise. Prepare your essence for its deconstruction.
Ah! Please, please don't hurt me. I was only exploring. I heard the legends. I only wanted to see if they were true.
Legends cannot compare to the horror of your departure from this plane. I shall teach you.
No! Make it stop!
There was a time long ago before the transformation, before the carnage, before I roamed these halls in search of souls to steal. I was but a simple bellboy, tasked with providing stellar service and appeasing each and every one of our guests' demands. It's hard to imagine, but this hotel was once a glamorous vacation getaway for the wealthy. It hosted only the richest, most esteemed patrons and was viewed as the pinnacle of class. But of course, such a reputation attracts a certain set of customers. I was mistreated by our guests, to say the least. They were all terribly mean and demanding. Whether I was scrubbing their floors or primping their pillows, nothing I did ever seemed to be enough. It was humiliating on a daily basis, degrading even. I was yelled at constantly, and when it wasn't yelling, it was laughing. I've lost count of all the times I was intentionally embarrassed by guests purely for their amusement. It doesn't matter how ridiculous, petty, or dangerous it was. No matter the request, it was my job as a bellboy to serve in silent enthusiasm. The worst was getting luggage up to their rooms. We had an elevator, of course, but that was for guests only. I had to take the stairs every time. If any bellboy was caught using an elevator, they would be fired on the spot. How did they tip? You might be wondering. With such deep pockets, you'd think they'd be generous, but you'd be wrong. They had as much money in their wallets as they had hate in their hearts, but I never saw a dime. That being said, the guest torment was the least of your concerns if you made a mistake. You see, the hotel provided us bellboys with food in addition to a meager monthly pay. It definitely wasn't anything special, but if a guest made any sort of complaint about you, you didn't get anything. And on hungry nights, you'd give about anything for just one bite of that disgusting slop. But despite all the torment I experienced as a bellboy, there was a lone silver lining: the tranquil majesty of the hotel library. There were shelves upon shelves of books, stacked to the ceiling, with not a price tag to be found. I spent countless nights in that library, filling my mind with all that my life lacked: riches, adventure, glory. It was an escape from the guests, from the management, from the hunger. But escape is only temporary. You see, it wasn't long after my discovery of the library that its books began to cause trouble. I'd been showing up late, I'd been neglecting guests, I often disappeared for hours on end to hide among the bookshelves. But my greatest sin of all was provoking the ire of one Thatcher T. Pennybags, owner and proprietor of the very hotel that housed, clothed, and sometimes fed me. My fate was in his hands, and he knew it. He was smart, you have to give him credit for that. He knew immediately how to hurt me the most. I must have served 1,000, no, 10,000 guests, each one seemingly more wretched than the last. But Pennybags, he was worse than all of them combined. He took away the one thing that I still loved about the hotel. The one thing that kept me going. The library. The books. All because he knew what it would do to me. It still makes me sick to think about. He was evil. There's no other word for it. Inflicting his cruelty onto me. His lowly employee seemed to be the only way the man knew to express joy. From that day forward, I knew I wasn't going to let him or any of those awful guests push me around ever again. I didn't care what they did to me. I would make them pay. Sometimes it's hard to explain what that change was, but I wasn't taking smack from anybody anymore. That was for sure. I wasn't going to be played with like that. I hated the hotel, I hated the guests, but most of all I hated Thatcher T. Pennybags. So I made a plan. I was going to sneak into the library under the cloak of night and steal as many books as I could carry. I knew that eventually I'd probably be caught, but I didn't care. I had my heart set on taking back what was rightfully mine. And after all, the consequences were unforeseeable. Oh, come on! What the? Oh, my God! What? No! Open up! Open up! Don't hurt me, please! Huh? Where did that creature go? Mr. Pennybags, what's going on here?
What's going on is that you were trying to break into my library, and now you're going to pay.
Let me go! One might think, given the sadistic nature of Pennybags' essence, that this was a crime committed out of hatred. But there was another reason to dispose of me. With how long I spent in that library, it was only a matter of time before I stumbled upon his secret. The key to his power, to his business success. It was all thanks to that book. He spilled his thoughts into its pages, most of them hateful. And for every hateful word he wrote, the power of the book increased. The book reflected its author, and its power grew darker and darker as Pennybags' hate was impressed upon it. Letting it fall into someone else's hands could undo everything he worked for. In his twisted mind, he had to get rid of me, and death wasn't an option. He needed something even more permanent. He turned me into a specter, a lost soul trapped between the human world and the afterlife, bound to the grounds of this hotel. The chains of the crucifix burned like hot fire. My hate had made me strong. With all the strength I could muster, I fought back and was able to break free.
What? This isn't possible!
After that, well, there's no other way to say it. I went on a rampage. I had my revenge against Pennybags, sure, but I also haunted those guests, and I'd do it again. I scared them so bad most of them were gone before checkout. And without Pennybags, the remaining staff soon left after. I put the book back where it belonged and retired myself to feasting on curious but unlucky adventurers such as yourself.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry.
Sorry? You're sorry? You shall be the one who is sorry, you miserable whelch! Do you bring me here to mock me? To make me relive it all? It's this, your mortal idea of jest? If you don't remember, I'm too powerful to be conquered by your puny crucifix. It didn't work for that cheapskate Pennybags, and it's not going to work for you either.
Oh God, I gotta get out of here. Is it over? No.
You can run, but you can't hide.
No, no!
Got you.
Please, don't.
I'm telling you, you, Isaac. This trip is exactly what we need. A weekend getaway from the kids. How perfect.
Mm-hmm. Sure thing, honey.
I wonder what kind of accommodations the hotel has. Did you check if they have a pool? Oh, I hope they have a pool.
I don't think a pool would be all that fun right now, dear.
You know, you could at least pretend to have fun on this trip.
I am having fun. I'm just concentrating on the road is all. We should be coming up to the hotel any minute now.
Oh, I think I see it.
No bellhop, I guess.
Come on. Please, a little rain never hurt anybody. Huh. Do we have the right check-in time?
We might be a little late, but... Huh?
A little jumpy, are we?
Annoyed, more like. What kind of show are they running here?
Isaac, look, a key. Maybe this is self-serve?
If it is, they're getting Dr. Star. Ah!
May I help you, sir?
Sorry, didn't see you there. We booked a room for the weekend?
Ah, yes. Isaac and Irene Iverson. That's a lot of eyes.
Yeah, we get that a lot.
Well, I assure you, Mr. and Mrs. Iverson, that we have prepared a lovely room for you. And if there's anything you need, please do not hesitate to ask. My staff and I will be sure to take care of you this weekend.
Just the key, thanks.
Of course, sir. Your room's right through there. Enjoy your stay.
Thank you so much. Oh, and do you have a pool on site?
Why, yes. Yes, we do. I'll be sure to show you both later once the weather calms down.
Great, thanks.
Oh, this is great! Look at it! Isn't it perfect?
Yeah, perfect.
Hey, could you find a maid to get us some more towels? I'm gonna take a bath. Then I thought we could head to the hotel bar for a few drinks.
Really? Huh, now there's an idea. Alright, I'll be right back. Huh?
What is it?
Nothing. Hello? Strange layout. What kind of hotel is this? Okay. Huh. Maybe they keep these stocked? No towels here. That's odd. What the? What is that? Oh my god! What was that thing? Come on, come on! Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out!
Don't worry, this trip is just what we needed. Yeah, we've been having problems, but this is our chance to start over. Just with the kids and his never-ending job hunt, it's just been stressful, you know? I just want Isaac to look at me like he did when we were in high school again. Okay, I'll let you know how it goes. Now this is what I'm talking about. Huh. Wonder where Isaac is with those towels. Isaac, is that you? I'm in here. Honey?
This isn't real. None of this is real. I'm dreaming. Any second now, I'll wake up. There we go. Enough of this! Get off! What the? What does a hotel need with a grand library like this? As if that's the weirdest thing about this place. What is that? I'm alive. I must be drawn to sound. Gotta find a way out of here. There! Oh God. Oh God, please. No! I don't have time for this.
wakey wakey, Mr. Iverson.
What? You! What is happening? What is this place?
This is the pool, of course. I thought you would be excited to see it.
I'm not talking about that! I'm talking about this whole hotel! It isn't right! It's filled with monsters!
Now, that's no way to talk about my staff.
Us monsters have feelings too.
What are you?
That is beyond your comprehension, I'm afraid. Regardless, you did well. Therefore, you deserve a reward.
What do you mean?
All the way to Room 50 on your first run. Not bad at all. Much better than your wife, anyway.
Irene, if you hurt her...
Don't worry. She's fine. In fact, she's better than ever. Irene?
Stop! Before we watch the ending, did you know that less than 15% of you are subscribed to the channel? That's crazy! Do yourselves a favor and hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on any more Roblox content. Alright, back to the video.
Irene?
Look at me! Look at me! Look at me!
Irene? Oh, no! Stay back!
Look at me! Look at me! Look at me!
That's it. Mr. Iverson, let it in. You were looking for a job, weren't you? Well, now you have one.
Come on! Why isn't the code working? Yes! I did it! I'm free! There's no end to this place. It's just monster after monster after monster.
Tell me about it, hombre.
Huh?
Bob's been telling me there's all sorts of weird stuff going around the hotel.
What are you freaks?
Oh, come on. Don't be rude. He's just trying to be an honest businessman.
Wait, you guys aren't trying to kill me?
The three of us? No way, amigo. Bobby here is friendly with everyone. He even tried to make friends with that Timothy guy. But I'm like, he's a bug, man. Oi, relax, buddy. You know I'm only giving you a hard time because you're my best friend.
Hey, what's going on with the lights?
Hide, hombre. It's Rush. Oi, are you hurt, dude? We don't get many visitors here. I thought you'd be a goner for sure.
I think I'm okay.
Jeff made it too. But wait, where's Bob? Bob! Talk to me, hombre! No!
What's the big deal? He's just a pile of bones.
What did you just say to me?
I'm sorry.
Oi, you're about to be, hombre. Cause Bob over here was the best person this hotel has ever seen. He's the one who saved me and Jeff and showed us we didn't have to be evil like all the other monsters in this place. You see, Jeff's been here so long, he's completely forgotten who he was before. His memories start with flashes from his transformation and the excruciating pain he felt throughout. To this day, he's never let us see his full form in the light. Apparently, it's too hideous for even his friends to witness. This new body made Jeff confused, angry. He felt the hot rage flowing through him. It forced him to lash out. He'd attack anyone that crossed his path. He wanted to make the world feel the suffering he had to endure. That was back when the hotel was still open and filled to the brim with esteemed guests, so he had plenty of victims to choose from. But no matter how powerful he got, no matter how many people he hurt, he couldn't feel the sadness inside. He was lonely, incomplete. Me? I remember everything. I worked valet at the hotel, taking all the fanciest cars for a joyride around town. When nobody was watching, I'd steal cash from the register, hundreds of dollars. Back when that was somebody's entire net worth. I'd even break into the guest rooms and confiscate all their valuables. Anything to make a buck. I was the lowest of the low. But eventually, I was caught by our hotel manager, Mr. Pennybags. I thought at worst he'd just turn me over to the police. But a cheap, spiteful man as powerful as Mr. Pennybags had a much darker punishment in mind. He performed an evil ritual, one I assume that was very similar to those performed on all the other entities in this hotel. He placed a hex on me, a curse that transformed my body and mind. I was no longer anything human. I was El Goblino. The transformation only made my greed worse. All I could think about was wealth and gold. It consumed me. And now that I was a monster, I didn't exactly have to be sneaky about it. I could just take whatever trinkets I desired by force. Yet, I didn't feel the same rush I did as a man. No matter what I stole, no matter how much wealth I hoarded, I was unfulfilled. It was like an awful itch I couldn't scratch. I was miserable. That's where Bob comes in. He worked at the hotel's gift shop, sweeping floors, stocking the shelves, and attending to all the guests' needs. And we know his name was Bob because that's what his hat said. He wore that ugly thing every day. He wasn't like us. He was kind and good at his job. The guests loved him so much his tip jar would end up overflowing with money. He was foolish to leave it out so proudly. Boy, he was right there for the taking. This would be my biggest haul yet. Surely that would be enough to quench the greed inside me. Now was my time to strike.
This should be it. I finally earned enough to afford that ring I've been eyeing for so long. Then I can propose to my dear sweet Darlene, the love of my life. All my blood, sweat, and tears will be worth it once she agrees to marry me. What in the world? Ah!
Hey, hombre, find your own score. The two of us went at each other like savages. This wasn't my first time seeing Jeff. Most monsters in the hotel knew about each other's existences. It's just that we typically keep to ourselves. But my greed and Jeff's rage had gotten too strong. We weren't going to quit until one of us were dead, and unfortunately, looked like that was going to be me. Jeff had been converted much longer than me, so naturally he was more powerful. I didn't stand a chance. But just when it seemed like it was all over...
No, stop!
Bob risked his life to save me. Me, a total stranger. And a monster at that. Oi, what'd you do that for, hombre? You got some kind of death wish or something?
I just couldn't stand there and watch you die. I had to help.
But I'm a monster. Evil to the core.
No one is that evil. There's good inside everybody. You just have to listen to your heart. And do what's right. Take the money, if that is what you two are fighting over. I've been saving it for quite some time, but it's not worth anybody dying over.
Jeff and I couldn't believe it. No one has showed us even an ounce of kindness since we became monsters. We look back at all the horrible things we had done in our past and we're filled with regret.
Just promise me one thing, that you'll take care of my sweet Darlene, one way or the other. She's everything to me.
We promise. Wait, no! And just like that, it looked like our new friend had passed. Then and there, Jeff and I vowed to do everything in our power to make our promise come true. Unfortunately, our former employer, Mr. Pennybags, showed up with other plans. He used his stupid crucifix to control us, like he always has, and took all the money for himself. Later, I found out he had already visited my hoard and taken that too. Nothing was going to stop us from keeping our promise. We were going to get Darlene her money some way or another, but we didn't want to steal anymore. We were going to do this the honest way, like Bob would. So, we set up a little shop. It was a tough business. All the hotel guests ran at the very sight of us. Nobody bought anything or left any tips. Personally, I think we're long overdue for a rebrand. I've wanted to name it El Goblino's Gallery of Fine Antiquities for quite some time, but I keep getting outvoted.
Outvoted? By who?
Jeff and Bob, of course.
But I thought Bob died all those years ago.
Well, yeah, he did. But this hotel is strange, dude. After a while, I swear Bob started to talk and move around again. I could hear his voice. He'd shift around the room when I wasn't looking. He's definitely not the same as he used to be, but there's a higher power at play. Bob? Bob! It's a miracle! Oof. Oi, don't ever scare me like that again, hombre.
What even is that thing? And how long does this place go on? Please let this be the way out. Please. Almost there. No. I can't let go.
Grab my hand, hombre!
Look, you better show me the way out of here. I've been through enough today, and I'm not afraid to.
You hear that, guys? Oh, that was a good one, mamacita. Really? You think you can take me? Well, maybe you can take me, but not this guy right here. No, sir.
Ah, what is that thing? I swear every single room has some new horror.
Yeah, not the most friendly bunch. Not like us, at least.
You're not like them?
Of course not. Well, not anymore. I gave up my life of crime long ago. I was a human for most of my life. My old man was a salsa dancer, you see. A real popular one where I was from. And I wanted to be just like him. I had the best memories with him. I wish I got to make more, but unfortunately, he got very sick. And no matter what medicine or treatments he received, his condition just got worse and worse. One day he just passed away. It was a horrible tragedy. We were so mad. It wasn't fair to take someone away so wonderful for no reason. I still miss him, and it hit mi madre even harder. I did what I could to cheer her up. I wanted to help keep my father's legacy alive. I wanted to celebrate him, not mourn him. She had other plans. She couldn't stand to see me dance. It brought up the painful memories of her husband, my father. For her, it made the pain so much worse.
Mama, what are you doing? No more of this cursed music, no more dancing, none of it.
But I want to dance, just like Papa.
Well, I better not see or hear any of it. I'm sorry, mijo. I just can't bear it.
I was heartbroken. Losing something that was so important to our relationship was like losing Papa all over again. I couldn't let my father's legacy go to waste. It was up to me to preserve his memory the best way I knew how. But how could I do that if I had no one to dance for? Well, it looked like my problem had been solved. Junior Dance Academy. I swear, it was like my dad shining down on me, telling me to do what I was meant to do. There's no way I could afford that. And Mama would never lend me the money if she knew where it was going. I racked my brain, trying to think of somewhere I could get a job. I debated calling out, returning the wallet, but maybe this was also some divine timing. And unfortunately, I got started on a pretty bad path. I became a master pickpocket. You see, the wallets I'd keep, check them to find out if they had any cash. If not, I'd return them and usually get a reward. As for the trinkets, I found a reliable pawn shop, and this continued for years. I kept it small. I knew if I got greedy, I'd get caught. But after years of stealing, my eyes got bigger than my stomach. That thing had to be worth thousands. It was absolutely huge, pure gold, bejeweled. I couldn't help myself.
Thief! Stay right where you are!
And I got caught red-handed. At first, it was going to be a slap on the wrist. I had no record after all. I was a good kid. Kept my head down, did my work, got straight B's. But unfortunately, that night, I'd made some other stops. And they realized there might have been a larger problem. I was forced to pay back everything I'd stolen from the school, as well as the rest of the money it was suspected I'd stolen from others. After all those years, I was broke again. So I picked up a job the only place I could find. A valet at some new fancy hotel nearby. I decided it was time to kick my life of crime and get an honest job. I decided I could make a little extra money another way. I started a betting ring. How fast can some of these fancy cars go? Who'd beat who in a race? Yup, I started a gambling ring. But hear me out. It's not as bad as stealing, right? It's fair game. I did this for years and years before my time finally came. Oh no.
You delinquent!
I messed up, and I had to pay the price.
You ruined my car! Do you know how much that thing costs? More than you'll ever be worth, that's for sure.
I'm sorry, I'll pay for the damages.
Absolutely you will.
And I'll pay you extra if you don't tell my boss. Please. And just like that, everything I earned was gone again. Maybe this should have been a sign to end my thieving ways for sure. But no. All it did was make me angry. I wasn't about to be made a fool of again, so I set up a heist of sorts. You see, I created a fake show at the hotel ballroom. I faked a performance as a salsa dancer, and I was amazing. I felt alive again. I almost forgot my mission. I brought up guest participants, and when we were dancing close, I pickpocketed their jewelry, their watches, anything from their pockets. It was a flawless plan. Not to mention all the ticket sales I made. Surprisingly high. Maybe once I got on my feet, I could really be a dancer. But I was busted for real this time by my boss, Mr. Pennybags. I knew there was no going back. I would at least lose my job, if not go to prison. He performed some kind of evil ritual, and I was transformed into something inhuman, something monstrous. El Goblino, the creature I am now. He not only transfigured my body, he warped my mind. I went from a thief to an absolute monster. No more sneaking around. I was straight up attacking anyone I thought could give me what I want. And what I wanted was gold, jewels, money, anything that could make me rich. And it was a thirst that could never be quenched. I hurt people, kind people, who didn't deserve it. I got myself locked in a battle I had no chance of winning, and Bob here sacrificed himself to save me. When I really thought about it, I couldn't remember the last time someone did something like that for me, or even just something kind. I'd always been the thief, the reject, the delinquent, and so I changed my ways. Now I work alongside these fine gentlemen, together, providing weary travelers with what they need.
So, you don't steal anymore?
I got no need, hombre. I got all the wealth in the world right here. So, feel free to stay as long as you want.
I think I've got to keep going. I need to get out of here somehow.
I wish you luck, compadre. I wish you luck.
Hey, where's my necklace?
What? It's not like we'll ever see her again.